What's going on, all you guys? Before we get into this episode, I gotta send a shout out to my guy Josh Shields at the Small World Podcast. Josh is a really good friend of mine from college. Right now he's running a podcast, obviously called The Small World, where he talks with certain friends, interviews them, talks about the real world, talks about relatable stuff. He's really versatile guy, talks about anything. He's really charismatic too. I'd really suggest you check out his channel. And he's also got an Instagram page. I think it's The Small World 777. That's the Instagram page is. But yeah, go check him out. He's a really interesting guy to listen to, and he's got some really good people on the podcast. With that being said, let's go right into the episode.
What was that? This is good stuff, guys. This is good stuff.
Good stuff.
Breaking news, I'm going to sodomize a donkey.
All right, for those of you still listening, it says episode 10 now, right?
Oh, yes. It's episode 10.
I'd be like,
This isn't even an intro. Like,
yo, if you've got a donkey, better look out. 'Cause I'm going to lure that bitch in with some donkey pheromones.
Damn.
Fuck your donkey.
Yeah, well,
Dude,
don't let it do a
watch
switch
that.
hit, Uno reverse cars, switch around and start busting its nuts up inside. Dude, your fucking internal organs are gonna
I don't think you could take that.
I wonder, like, if I got really high, like, and a donkey made a noise, would it sound like Chris Rock?
Maybe.
You know, actually, I have a story about. Wait, hold on.
So I saw this dog. Hear me out. No.
Yeah,
All right.
which Chris Rock? No, that's Eddie Murphy.
Fuck.
Wait, it's Eddie Murphy?
It was
Eddie
Eddie
Murphy.
Oh, he did the voice?
Wait,
Yeah.
was it Chris Rock, the one that hit his wife? Was that Chris Brown?
Chris Brown.
Oh, yeah.
That was freaking Rihanna. He was like,
Yeah, he beat up on Rihanna.
And I
Damn.
still listen to his music.
Man, we're already hella controversial, and we're only a minute 5 into this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Episode 10, man. I mean, we
Trilogy.
thought more than Star Wars now, so that's something.
Yeah. Once we get to the double digits, it's just chaos.
Can you imagine if people made it how bees made? Because they're freaking smashing, actually smashing. Like,
Well, don't they all smash the queen? Isn't it like a gangbang on her?
the queen's just
But she's like a
Rubbing honey
dominatrix.
on her.
But she's like their mother, so
Rubbing
it's like
honey on her.
incest. It's like an incest.
Do they stick their
gangbang.
stingers inside
Okay.
there? They just.
No.
Vegans that don't eat honey are stupid. And
Wait,
here's
wait.
why. Because this is their only fucking job is to make honey. And they do nothing with it. We fucking eat the honey. What do they do with the honey?
Well, I mean, they eat it too, probably.
They're like, oh, don't kill the bees.
Dude,
They don't kill the bees; they just gas them.
Dude, I took my freaking crucible I got from school and I was like, bitch on the windowsill.
Are you just like slaughtering the bees?
Bees only live for like a week.
You come in my
They have a
kingdom,
week
you get
long
fucked up.
lifespan.
Yo.
They stick their dick into anything and they die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
plus, well, I mean, I guess they do the flowers, but they just
Oh, yeah,
crawl
they
around
pollinate
there,
flowers.
and they like
Okay.
get spread flower juice to other flowers.
Because the bee movie taught you nothing.
See, that's why
Yeah,
I killed the
it-
bee. I didn't want him sexually harassing me. That's why I killed him.
But no,
Bees
honestly,
like jazz.
honest to God, but honest to God, do you, like, if there's one of those big ass bees that doesn't sting you, are you guys gonna kill it?
Dude, honestly, I'm not afraid of bees. Bees smell fear.
Yo.
It's like that one movie like about going ghost where it's like the Earth is like wiped out by aliens that like I guess if they see like they could smell your fear and they'll just like murk your ass. So like you just have to not be afraid of stuff and they can't see you. But that's like me with bees. Like bees can't see me. I'm invisible to bees. Like
But they
I
can sense your fear.
that's a weird.
yeah they can't see it. Like I have not been stung in a bee since I realized that.
I have a theory. iCarly, Gibby's been smashing Sam since day one.
What the?
got-
All right, let's
What
get
the
into it.
fuck?
I got a picture. I got a picture.
Yo, pitch that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Thinking about the way
I was did the heartbreak change me? Maybe. Get how I ended up.
I'm all good. I'm ready. Someone got me scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So,
If you
don't wanna see me dancing with nobody. If you want to believe that anything can stop me, don't go down. Don't stop caring about me now. Walk away. You know how.
don't stop caring about me now. What?
Don't come out.
What?
Get the well. Walk away.
Alright, so what'd you say about Give Me Fucking Sam?
So I have video evidence.
What did Kevin have there?
I have picture
I
evidence.
don't know. No, show me this picture evidence.
Yeah.
I don't care if
Yo,
you guys can't
honestly,
hear
I was
this
just
stuff.
thinking, like, you guys are pretty loud. Like, what if there's just people downstairs just listening to that? Like,
Hold
what
on.
would their
I
reactions
gotta
be?
look for it.
We're having an orgy up here.
Definitely.
You know, it's gotta be a tradition. Every time JV's on the episode, we gotta like break out in a song at some point.
Yeah, at least one time.
Dude,
Yeah,
where
it's
did I
just-
find
Couple-
it?
It's just the vibe that I give off. It's contagious.
Oh, I know where to find it. It's
Yeah.
on Snapchat.
It's like
First
herpes.
This is Charlie Puth and Wiz
Charlie
Khalifa,
Puth.
and then we got Dua Lipa. What's next?
Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
Kenny
Jizz.
Kenny G.
Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Just get some vocals.
Dude, I will find this picture, dude. Oh, fuck.
Yo, Matt, wouldn't that be illegal? Cause like, were they 18 at the time of the recording?
I don't think so.
Shit, man, you got legal police evidence.
Play
Get
your
from
music
that
while I find this.
FBI.
Yeah, do the music while I find this. Dude, where is it? I found the special KKK thing you sent me. Dude, what the-
Damn.
hold up. I gotta be skipping
Have you
past
guys
it.
heard Kanye's Christian album?
Yeah,
Nah.
closed on
I've heard the
Sunday.
one where
Like
my
a
shit
Chick-fil-A,
Where is it?
I saw the one music video.
where he's like the Jesus is king.
Yeah, that one. And he's
Dude.
like in the middle of bumfuck Montana with his dad or some shit. I don't
Dude,
know.
honestly, this is so much stuff. It's great. Like, he's so hypocritical about it.
You know, all these big rappers are moving to the Midwest. Just gotta
Really?
get away from Hollywood. Yeah, Post Malone, he was rapping about it in Hollywood's Bleeding.
Believe it or not, I don't know if y'all know this, but Post Malone was actually a folk artist before he was like what he is now.
Yeah, he was.
Like he played guitar and all that.
I found it. Ha! Even smashing says Dave.
Oh, that's a naked
Wait,
Gibby.
wait,
Okay.
You can even see Gibby's cheek.
That's
bro.
Gibby when
Oh,
he's a
damn.
little tight.
That's what I'm saying. He's sitting there. He's like,
He's not
Dude,
even,
okay,
like,
good thing that
developed
image
yet.
is censored, or else that'd be a hell of a illegal man.
yeah.
I can't unsee
Government be coming hunting down my ass, bro.
Okay, honestly, I was just thinking. You know what's weird about the show iCarly?
What's weird about the show, iCarly?
Yeah, what?
Jack Black appeared as a weeb, and Kevin James appeared as like a chef.
Huh.
Like that's two big, literally big actors.
And we
I
didn't know.
don't remember that.
I don't either.
I remember One Direction's cameo.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I remember
I
Fred's
do remember
cameo.
that. I don't remember those two.
And Fred of the fucking cabbage, and he's like, oh, it's speaking Spanish. I
Oh,
don't know
remember
what
the David Archuleta episode?
Yeah, I do.
you fucking hobknocker? He's like, the fuck's a hobknocker?
Hobknocker.
He's like, that should be illegal. I was like, bruh. I called my mom a hobknocker after that. I watched it live. I was like freaking 8 years old.
Wait,
Wait,
who said Hobknocker?
It was the other dude that
Yeah.
lost, and they brought him in. He's like, oh, I was trying to donate money to my mom. He's like, were you really? He's like, no, I wasn't, you fucking hobknocker. Or he didn't say fucking, but he's like,
just
Oh, the
Such a
blonde
good
dude.
he
show.
started
Okay,
popping
yeah.
off, dude.
just a random British dude who like got a deal out of that.
That's why I hate young British dudes. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've established like
old British men, British women are fine, but
Yeah.
fucking British teenagers, they go,
You look at my fucking girlfriend. It's fucking embarrassing.
Oh, definitely.
I always wanted to fucking kill Neville Pepperman.
Well, I
Oh god,
just
you're
looks
right.
gay.
Freaking Neville.
Well,
Evil
I feel-
motherfucker.
I feel like with what you're saying about British people, like it's from where they are on like actual Britain, because there's like some parts that are really, really annoying. Like I went to World Jamboree, and it's like some troops were the annoying ones that would annoy the hell out of me, and some sounded cool. There's like different parts of England, like different cities.
But they have
Yo,
a British
grime
accent.
rap is
Yeah, but there's like different variations.
Say it again. Say it again.
grime rap is kind of fire. I mean,
Let's go.
Grimer?
And
Yeah,
I
what
like
is
to
grime?
I've been
too.
saying that for years.
It's like I can't even explain it properly. You gotta
He's
just
like-
listen to it.
Yeah.
It's like it's got its own very particular
Just
flow.
like,
This is British rappers and shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's sucking my wee, it's quite delightful. If I catch her in Gloucestershire, she'll catch the rifle.
She's sucking my wheat. I'm drinking my tea.
Oh, damn.
It's probably just because like it's new to us. Like
Yeah.
we don't know about like popped up
Hobknockers, yo.
You know they can hear that, right?
Yeah. Did you take your Adderall today?
What?
Did you take your Adderall today, bud?
I took.
Oh, he's got-
I took an alternative
Oh,
stimulant.
you took an.
yeah, no Adderall needed.
It's like anti-Adderall.
Shit, you got banned.
dude, Adderall is fucking meth.
Basically,
Yeah.
Dextromethylphenidate.
Nothing says quality parenting as giving that to your special ed kids to get them to calm down.
Yeah.
You think that shit kind of fucks with them though?
oh yeah.
Oh,
And it's
Adderall,
That's called run a hot ass bath and call them in because you're gonna help them wash themselves. You know what I'm saying?
what the fuck?
Then you dunk their fucking head in.
Okay, whoa.
Yeah, where'd that
We've gotten into a dark place, dude.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was a chubby kid. Parents put me on Adderall. I was just skin and bones like 2 years later. Like I lost so much fucking weight.
No.
I was a.
Where were you at when I was in 5th grade? I needed some of that shit.
I need some details.
Yo, if you want to lose weight, just like take some Adderall. Yo, I have a friend of mine. He doesn't do shit all day, and he just takes Adderall. He doesn't want to eat. So he stays looking the same.
Nice.
Just being lazy.
Nice, dude.
Dude, honestly, when I'm a parent, I'm gonna try and like not have my child take drugs as much as possible, even if it is like vitamin C, vitamin A.
But those aren't
I know
drugs.
Those are supplements.
I know there's supplements, but
Or just get taken to like the natural route and just like feeding them like 2 oranges a day or some shit.
Yeah.
Make them eat a grapefruit.
You're gonna be like an anti-vaxxer
I'm not
Scientologist.
I will be on the brink. I'm not gonna be an anti-vaxxer. But
Well,
I'm
you
just
can
like,
still give them vaccines, but like
You're gonna be like Tom
no,
Cruise.
yeah, he's be like nothing below like a nose inhaling. Like anything below that, pills or nothing out.
yeah, like I'm.
A nose inhaling.
Well,
Like Afrin and shit.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
or like the vaccines they do through the nose.
But like,
I've never heard of that. That's interesting.
if they have like ADHD, I don't know if I want to give them something.
Yeah, that's probably better. You just gotta tire them out. Like give them a treadmill, like make them run for an hour.
Yeah, I would rather them find something that like makes them tired instead of just trying to contain them.
Give them like a fidget spinner.
Lock them out of the house.
Yo,
Oh,
or
that's an option.
Kevin,
Dude, just
this is an idea. Take like meth or some other like
That-
they to try and keep up with them. Like you gotta get to their level.
no, that's
You gotta fight fire or ADHD with ADHD.
You gotta fight AIDS with AIDS, bro.
Yeah.
You just counter the AIDS.
Yeah, counter it.
Dude, they just make a nanovirus to infect the virus and start killing it off.
That's even worse, man. I don't want technology infesting my body, making me better. I want to be better on my own.
See, I'm like the opposite of that. Like, honestly, if I could get my arm chopped off and I had the money to do that, like, I would chop off my left arm and replace it with a robot arm.
Fucking cyber.
Like, if it was good enough. Because, like, you can do so much cool shit with
Dude,
a robot
you
arm.
could wank like freaking 50 times.
Dude,
right?
yeah, you could do, like, a jackhammer mode. And then you could, like, play guitar with
All
it.
you gotta do
could
is
have
fucking
it, like, stuff
vibrate.
loaded in.
that.
You just gotta fucking
I
vibrate.
want to hear this.
Okay.
Okay.
I heard that you can get money for like donating your balls.
Oh.
Well, that took a turn.
Wait,
I
you
mean,
could, like,
that
sell
makes
one?
sense.
Well, like, how
You
much
can
money
just,
would
like
it
sell
cost?
your balls,
I
donate
mean-
them to science and get money.
Yeah,
Damn.
you technically don't need.
I don't know why I was
Can you
reminded of
donate
that.
somebody else's balls?
What?
Can you donate somebody else's balls?
I would donate.
Just like enslave somebody, take their balls.
I would donate my balls.
Yeah,
one of my kidneys, and my liver.
I found these on the side of the road here. I just want them to go to good use.
You found somebody's balls on the side of the street. It's
Yeah, I hope I did a good job. I mean, I found them, and I hope the person that disconnected them did a good job.
You just found him dangling down the street.
Yeah.
Like,
Was this dude really like, I have no use for you anymore? Like, what the fuck just thought?
Yo.
You betrayed me.
Or
Like how you're like, you betrayed me.
or what if for like
It's like a
transgender
vasectomy you
people?
get paid for.
True.
Or what if they made like an app for transgender people, like of guys becoming girls and girls becoming guys? Like, what if they had like a donated dick, so like it pairs them up with like people that are like the same race, so if, like a transgender
Pairs them up
or
with the same
a
race.
guy wanted to become a girl would get connected with a girl wanting to become a guy, and they just like switch the organs up.
Dude, I'd be I wouldn't be a girl for a day because I don't want freaking Caleb Edwards coming up to me in school going, yeah.
Okay,
Why
Caleb
would you
Edwards.
do that? Man, you wouldn't do that.
I would.
Do you mind explaining yourself to the person who does not know who Caleb Edwards is?
You kind of just have to see for yourself.
Did y'all just hear that shit creak? We got Casper in here. All right,
Yeah.
welcome to the podcast.
He comes up, shit, dude, I'm sorry I'm late.
Hey, what's up, man? Long time no see. Literally. But
No, see,
honestly, you guys heard of cystic torsion, right?
No.
Testicular.
Oh wait. That actually I did.
I've heard of that.
Wait,
Dude, honestly,
It's where your balls
You
get
twitch the
twisted
balls?
up and
Yeah.
you can't. Like, they
Yeah.
don't work properly.
I thought I had that one time because they just hurt.
How?
But then it just got better after like a
And my
day.
friend thought he had that too.
Like
you do
that.
enough physical activity to where like somehow
They just
cord
keep
gets-
twisting. It's like tetherball, dude.
Yeah,
No,
or if like
dude.
somebody's like
No.
grinding on you hard enough, like they can get that shit twisted up. But,
Yeah.
like that's what I thought. Like it was scary as fuck. It's like it's Okay, I'm not gonna compare it to cancer, but it's like, dude, you might have cancer. It's like a suspicious growth, and they're like, I'm not gonna say it is cancer, but it could be. Like, it could be that. Cause you need like surgery and shit.
How do you explain that to your mom? Mom, my balls are fucking twisted around, dude. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nothing can compare to passing a kidney stone.
Oh damn. Man.
Little pebbles that come out of your
Have you done
dick.
that?
Dick, yeah, no, fuck no.
Oh, okay.
I actually thought I did at one point because I have I have a very like high sodium diet. Like I take a lot of fucking salt.
Yeah.
That shit puts like your kidneys are grinding.
They on a mission. I'll pick that up.
Yeah, because I saw an episode of Seinfeld, and all you heard the dudes in the bathroom, he just starts screaming, and then my dad's like, "That's a kidney stones."
Have a
Yeah.
beautiful day, everybody. Stay safe. Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, it was his grandmother's
Nice.
birthday, so you kind of had to go.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for the 15
Yes,
minutes
yes,
you
of
recorded.
Yeah,
with
it was
us.
fun.
We appreciate it.
It was fun.
It was a
Man.
pleasure.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure.
Definitely a pleasure.
This might be our highest grossing episode yet.
Definitely.
I think so.
All right. So, what were we even talking about?
Who knows?
We were talking about
Passing kidney stones.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
kidney
yeah.
stones.
That's where we got off.
Oh God.
Dude,
Oh,
honestly,
drink pomegranate juice.
There we go.
yeah, that'll help. Or maybe if you like drink battery acid, it could dissolve the kidney stones inside of your body.
Okay. This is weird.
If you can make it taste good, I'll drink it.
But dude, I had my former bus driver.
Your former bus driver?
Oh yeah, my former bus driver. I forgot about him. Good old Roger.
Roger.
Yeah, he had to do a kidney stone like transplant.
Wait, like a transplant to like donate his kidney stones?
Yeah, like people are using his kidney stones so that they can experience.
Playing
kidney
like
stones.
marbles with it or something?
Oh, dude. Oh, okay, never.
Like-
I was just saying, like he had to do that, and like he told me it was the worst pain he's ever experienced in his life.
I would
Like,
imagine.
that's-
Like, I feel like that's like having or like giving birth, but for a guy. Like giving birth through your penis.
How long does it last?
Probably like 5 minutes to squeeze it out. Maybe a minute or two.
I'm not an expert on it, so I'm not going to talk on that.
Like it could probably last up to a while if it gets stuck. So like it could be over soon, or it could be a while.
So it's not a normal thing for people, right?
No.
No, it's not.
Okay, good. Because I hear a lot of people who like, I guess it's people who have a poor diet. Like he said, he had like high sodium or like
Yeah.
poor diet stuff like that. So
Yeah, or like alcoholics.
yeah.
Oh yeah, alcohol's good. A lot.
That's why you don't do alcoholism, kids.
Yeah, kids, don't take them alcohols or them drugs.
You're.
Oh man,
But yeah.
dude. Okay, I'm curious on this. What's one thing that you guys are like, you're kind of into or really into that nobody would think of?
Your mom.
What?
Yeah.
Uh,
Nah, but I don't know. You want to go?
Let's see. I guess one thing that I'm kind of into is like the multiplayer survival games like Rust and Ark. I guess.
Like stuff.
Okay.
Like, so you think that's something that people wouldn't know or wouldn't
Yeah,
expect?
they wouldn't know because like I do cross country and other stuff, and those are like intensive games, but I'm like playing them casually. Like I never get that good because you have to like know life that shit.
So you're saying like you play those, but it's also the fact that you're not exactly
Yeah.
that dedicated to it.
And even then, like, the people that are dedicated, you don't see them out. Like, they just live in their basement. Like, they basically live underground and, like, eat rats and shit because they don't come out in the sunlight because they're too busy playing that game all day.
Matt, you got anything?
I'll have to think a little bit. What about you?
I was thinking, because obviously we're in a room full of art, I kind of really like just looking at a lot of art and like analyzing it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like not so much landscapes or like
abstract
Renaissance
shit.
pictures. Yeah, but like postmodernism,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot, like when there's like that, there's just a block and then it's like the desert and there's from some freaking like really weird ass shaped guy. Like I love those.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd say for me, because I know like there could be stuff that people don't know, but I don't know. I really like to say something that people wouldn't expect. I don't really have anything that's like, really, you're into that?
Well, okay. What do you think people would expect out of you?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know that I like combat sports and shit. I talk about it all the time. That I
Yeah.
do cross country and track, so they assume I'm into that. Besides that, Well, I don't know. All the things that I'm into, I usually talk about one way or
Yeah,
another. I
because you don't
mention-
really keep stuff secret.
Exactly. So like I've mentioned, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. I've mentioned that a bunch of times. People know that. So there's not really a lot of stuff that people are like.
I'd kind of consider the Dragon Ball thing though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, you talk about it, but you don't really like,
Give it off.
yeah, you don't give off the vibe.
Like a weed vibe.
Yeah.
And I guess with that, like maybe rock collecting, because like when I would go like anywhere on vacation, like yo, that's a cool ass like mineral or something, and I'll just pick it up.
Dude, I used to
Like, going to
collect like minerals and rocks too.
Yeah, honestly, there's cool ass shit you get.
Yeah.
And I mean, even they're just to look at, but it's like still kind of cool. And I mean, sometimes they can be used for like science and chemical shit.
Do you actually do that?
Well, like sulfur, like I made gunpowder out of that.
Okay,
Damn,
wow.
all right,
wow.
lit.
Grind that up, put some charcoal in there.
That took me by a freaking surprise.
That's lit, dude.
Like
That's fire.
only a little batch. Like I did it once to see if I could. Because usually that's how I do stuff. Like I'd be like, okay, can I do this? And then I'll try it out. And once I can, I just move on.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
But yeah.
Like that's kind of how I am with like 3D printing and shit. Like I'll just do something as a proof of concept. I'm like, okay, I went up this hill. Time to go find another one.
I guess the 3D printing, I don't think I would have expected at first for you like you to be into. Now, obviously, I know. But,
Yeah, I kind of would expect it because engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when I think of like the stereotype of Chris Anir, I think of A, that derpy ass voice, no offense,
Yeah. I can't
and
help
B, like technology and all that.
Mhm.
Like I don't know, that's sort of like the framework that I fit you into.
Yeah. I'd say that's pretty accurate.
That would Matt, I don't know. It's just
Obviously, until I get like my vocal cords like re-extended or something.
Dude, it'll probably just come naturally. Yeah.
I hope so.
But
No offense. Yeah, honestly, no offense, but I hope you don't sound like that for the rest of your life.
Do. Maybe I'll just start chain smoking and just talk to that cool robot voice like Stephen Hawking.
yeah, dude.
You just give yourself like this. Just
Throat
just a
cancer.
cop out. Yeah. Well, you have cancer. Wait. Do I get the thing? They're like, oh, yeah. They're like, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, dude.
You know, honestly, kind of with that, like, I kind of fit you into like a stereotype, Chris. But like, do you think either of us are in like stereotypes? Like, is there any sort of stereotype you can make? for
I
either of
guess
us?
like with you, Kevin, your stereotype would be like the film director, like or like some amateur, like kind of the trendy stuff, like having a podcast. Your idea,
yeah.
being a film major, also that. Like you fit the film major, like guest bubble kind of well.
I could see that.
I heard someone say before they said like you remind them of like a frat boy. Like I don't know, just the hat on backwards, like I don't know what it was. But
No, I
like,
remember someone saying that
Yeah.
too. Like, if you were to not hear me talk, or no, like if you were to be introduced to me within like 5 seconds at a party,
Or
you'd
like-
probably think I'm
frat boy.
Yeah, if I saw you at a party, I'd definitely think that.
Yeah. But then just a minute in, I'd just be dead quiet, freaking wallflower.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit. Like you're a pretty like social person. You're just kind of like, yeah, like I don't know. You said it one. I think it was you. I don't know why you said this. You're like, yeah, I'm kind of socially awkward.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're not fucking like what the fuck?
I mean, it's
Like-
relative.
Dude, when I was at college, I went out to the bars once.
I mean,
Well, you're 18, 19.
Well, yeah, but like when everybody else on the floor is going out there, I feel as though that opportunity for me to rather be alone is kind of a gateway to social awkwardness.
I wouldn't even call that like awkwardness. I mean, I guess just introverted. I don't know. But you're not really introverted though. I feel like.
No, I think that is kind of accurate because I'm gaining energy from my own being, like
Yeah.
like being alone.
Sometimes it's just you just want to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Sometimes
Yeah.
I don't even place it into like introversion or anything. It's just I just don't feel like doing this, or you just don't feel like doing that, or you
I
don't
get
feel like
that.
doing that. So yeah, I don't know.
Nah, you're right with that, man.
But
And I mean, I guess like with me, I have more of a tolerance for like doing stuff. Like I'll just do anything. Literally.
yeah, you're the only
In most cases.
you're one of the only people I know that's actually like I know what I want to do. Let's do this. And like most of my friends are like, dude, I'm fine with whatever. But you're usually pretty like, dude, let's do this. Like usually
you come up with the ideas.
you straight up come out with ideas,
Yeah.
right? I don't know a lot of people like that.
Well, when I'm giving a chance, it's something I want to do. Like I just gotta think about it and just have to like be a decisive person.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I envy that.
yeah.
Cause like when my parents ask me like what do you want to do or what do you want for dinner, every time I always say I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
It just doesn't really matter to me. But then again, like I feel like even a choice like that should matter at some level.
And even then, like that doesn't really matter to me too. Where it's like something I don't care about as much as like dinner. I'm like, okay, whatever. I guess whatever's easiest. And they'll give me like 2 options. And I'll be like that one.
Yeah.
Like if I'm giving options, like I could easily pick it up. But sometimes when it's like coming up with ideas, then it's whether I want to do it right now. So if I'm bored, then I'll just come up with something really quick. Like a sense of urgency.
Yeah. I'll usually do that where it's like burgers, I guess.
Yeah.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah.
See, we're even doing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, what the fuck? So many things going through our heads.
So police violence.
God damn.
Defund
Okay.
the police.
God, dude.
Yo, so like, what do you think about that? Like, defunding and generally reducing the role.
Well, the actual statement of defunding the police, at first I'm like, dude, that's stupid. Then someone posted something, they're like, oh, well, it actually means this, but it's just easier to chant defund the police.
I said that.
No,
yeah,
I'm sorry, that
was
was you. I'm sorry, that was you. So yeah.
That's a good one.
So yeah, that, I kind of looked at it, I'm like, you know what? I can't say this is dumb or this is dumb, because to be honest, I don't know the full story. So I have no reason to sit here and bash anybody's opinion on what
Yeah,
they're
so basically your stance is, I don't know if this is dumb, I'm dumb.
Yeah, pretty much. When it comes to politics, yeah, I'm not really.
That's valid, man.
Yeah.
Like I was listening to the Tiny Meat Gang podcast earlier.
I'll have to check that out.
First time you hear it, it's awesome. They also have music too. But yeah, I was listening to the latest episode, and they're talking about like defund the police sounds like one thing, but it actually is another. And also, like the term is like it's being right now. It's just being used in one city. Like they're just experimenting with defunding the police in one city. So it doesn't really affect me at like right now.
Yeah.
Like they're just using that one city. I don't know which one it is, but they're just using that as like a experiment.
Plus,
per se.
I feel like there's ways that they could like change the message for it, because like when conservatives see it, like they're kind of jaded and like they don't want to acknowledge it, so they're just like, oh, they want to make it harder for police to do their job. Where if anything, that's the opposite, where it's saying like police officers shouldn't do anything, so they should be like, or shouldn't do everything. So like when you call 911, it's for any emergency. Like if there's a mental health thing, like the neighbor is batshit crazy and he doesn't own a gun, they should send in like mental health or social workers in.
No, that's how I was at first.
Yeah.
When I heard defund police,
Yeah.
I was kind of like, wait, those are the people that protect us. What
Yeah,
the heck?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's probably conservative within me thinking that, but honestly, yeah, taking a second.
Like, I mean, it kind of does make sense, because if there's like, these people should be traffic patrol where they are, I guess, lightly armed, like just in case. And then like they do speeding tickets and parking tickets and shit. And then you would have like the actual police, if there's like an armed suspect or somebody's imminent danger, they would send in armed police. And then there would be like volunteer stuff, I guess, if there's like non-violent thing, like somebody doesn't have a permit for selling stuff, or there's like unarmed drug related stuff. But I guess the moment anything's armed, they should send in the actual police, or like even the SWAT in a way.
Well, yeah, that probably applies more to cities than to us.
Yeah,
I feel
we
like
would have
for-
like one incident where SWAT is required in this
Yeah,
way.
like for us in Fredonia, I think one person was killed like a couple years ago.
Yeah, and
That
they're like
was-
some crackhead that came at an officer with a knife.
Yeah, so I feel like it's less of an issue where we are, but for cities, it's definitely something to like take into consideration, like
Yeah.
defunding forceful police and all that.
Well, I guess in Chautauqua County, it's only like the police departments for the cities like Fredonia, Dunkirk, Jamestown, and the rest is just deputies,
Yeah,
and the sheriff.
it's kind of like go through.
And I mean, I kind of do get that, because like I guess other places call police corrupt. Like around here, you wouldn't think that, but like I've heard some stories about the police being corrupt. But that's
Oh, yeah.
more than like looking the other way on like police. Like if you're in the family of a police, then you could get off scot-free with anything non-violent, basically.
I mean, that happens a lot. Just in general, in a small town, that happens a lot.
Yeah, and even like in certain counties, like when my dad was going to college, like his roommate was like, I guess, the son of the sheriff, and like,
Shit.
and the sheriff said to my dad, like, if somebody's trying to pull you over in this county, don't stop no matter what. Just keep on driving to this one, and then call me immediately, because like they would plant stuff on them.
Dude, that's sick. Okay, no wait, that's not sick. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's just falling illegal.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
And I feel like the big problem with that is like there's no record or database. Like the police are the ones that control it. So like you can't tell how many people were shot by police. Like there's no number for that because they just scrub that. And like I guess what they're calling for, like I guess what they could do on a national scale is like add a database for it for like who owns guns, and then like what police activities. Like every police record should just go in the federal one, so any federal agent could like pull it up.
Oh yeah, that's definitely an idea. It'd be hard to track, but I mean, it's probably the best thing we got at this point.
Yeah, not
That's
really
what
like.
we do.
Well, I feel like you just need to get somebody's database. Like the database would be easy to access, like to enter that, and then you need like a warrant to view it or something.
Oh, that's for you technology folk. I can't folk. I tried to make an Excel sheet like a couple days ago.
Bro, fuck Excel, dude. The
Dude,
fucking
honestly.
formulas, dude. Fuck that.
Dude, I made a turning machine in that.
A what?
The first computers that they made during World War II, like you can
Yeah.
make those in Excel. Like view this one, and if this one is something, then it does something. So you could like have, I guess, simple calculators in it. So I was able to do a computer that was able to add stuff without using the actual add commands. So it's kind of cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was about to say like, isn't that just the add feature? But nah. Yeah.
It's just not using that. And you can actually make a computer out of Magic the Gathering cards, surprisingly.
What?
Out of a card game.
Oh, that's probably true.
You
Not
can make
gonna lie.
what out of a card game?
Like a computer, the first computers they made out of it. Like I saw a video where they did it because there's enough cards for it. Like you shut down the opponent's deck and then you like change, I guess, their hands into a code, and like you have
Oh.
stuff in your thing which you want to write, and then
So like you put it
the
into
code
a
in.
computer and then it's just you
Yeah.
type in some basic code and
Basically, what a Turing machine is like an algorithm that can read something and then write according to what it read, and it can be programmed to do different things. So like, what the deck could do is it could add like 1 + 1, and then that would make 4.
yeah.
So do the reading for
Sweet.
1 and 1, and then a plus function to make it write as something that read 4. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool.
I've never wanted to learn code, but like the shit that people like. Have you ever heard of Michael Reeves?
No.
He's this little kid YouTuber. Well, he's 21, but he looks he's like tall. But like he's this YouTuber that like he just creates these like the shittiest, weirdest freaking like robots for no reason. Like he got
I've seen some of those.
yeah, he got like comments saying make a machine that does surgery on its own, and he made a machine on a table that would like take a knife and just like make like precisions.
That's cool.
But it always ends up being like extreme. So what happened with like the knife would just be like like on the human person.
He's like, bro.
Or I think I saw the one you did with like, because they're running out of toilets, so it's like our toilet cleaning replacement. So it was like a toilet thing, and then it had a drill come up, so it'd be like the brush thing, like the wire brush to clean it, and then it would like have a motor on it. So it's like a power drill that came up with a brush and like spin around, and then it'd have water go up there. So you test it out like a doll, and put up the doll's ass and like spread it out and like shredded its insides entirely, so like stuffing was everywhere.
That's just oh, that reminds me, man. Like when I get a house, the first thing I'm putting in there is the bidet. Like the thing that squirts water up.
No,
your ass.
I'll just
That
wipe.
feels so uncomfortable.
Dude, it's wet wipes without wiping. You
Yeah, but
realize
it's
how
not
good
gonna
it is?
get.
But I still don't feel like it'll like work that good.
Okay,
I don't have faith. I need to see first. Like I'm open to this.
I know this is going to be a grotesque situation.
Wait, have you used a bidet before?
No, but I've
So-
always wanted to.
You've always wanted.
At your live stream, I've always wanted to.
Well, you should test this shit out before you get it.
I know, but like,
Okay,
okay,
it could be a bucket list set.
Japanese are some crazy motherfuckers, dude.
they are, but sometimes what they do works.
Yeah.
But like, experience this: you have something close to diarrhea, and you have like, you know how like when you have like a rather watery shit, like the residue gets stuck there, and you kind of like for the next half the day, it just feels weird.
Crusty, feels like crusty.
Yeah, like with a bidet, that's basically gone. And
Yeah, but
plus,
I want
with
to get dry stuff off, and like some still might be there.
well, to get dry stuff off, you first get it wet, and then you use like a couple of pieces of toilet paper.
Okay, that makes sense. Yo, going off what you said, like the Japanese come up with smart shit. Like, who knew that flying an airplane into a boat would be more effective than just shooting at it? Like,
True.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, you gotta give them props.
You're right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I remember it was a social studies teacher I had back in 8th grade. He's like, then they was talking about World War I or World War II. He's like, so they start fight. They met a new enemy, the Japanese. But here's the thing, though. They don't surrender. How do you fight an enemy that doesn't surrender? And I'm like, dude, you fucking kill them. Like, if they don't surrender, they just come in and bomb you. Don't you just fucking kill them? Like, now that you're saying that, I'm like, I'm debunking this man's myths right here. Just fucking kill them. They're coming at you with bombs, yo. They don't gotta surrender.
Well,
Dude, Matt the philosopher.
yeah.
Just fucking kill them, dude.
Well, I mean, they did surrender after 2 bombs.
Yeah, 2 big ass bombs.
So, I mean, like,
Little boy.
yeah.
Yo, Madamus. The book of Madamus.
Madamus.
Yeah, if they don't surrender, just kill them.
Just fucking kill them, dude. They're coming at you with bombs anyway. You can't just be like, please, surrender. And then just start. I'm like, nah, dude, just fucking.
See, and like people give the U.S. crap for like dropping the nuclear bombs. Like, so what? It was a civilian, or I guess like a civilian target is bad, but like the second one is on them. Like the first one, maybe the U.S. Like maybe if they blew up like their head, like military place, like they've had some industrial complexes. Like if they just did that, that'd be fine. But like they just kind of had to let them save face in a way, because I feel like Japan would have surrendered in 1 month after the first bomb.
Yeah. Well, like, they were trying to save face at that point.
Yeah.
But
it was like, okay, if we keep on fighting, every last one of us will be atomized. We will all be incinerated, literally.
Atomized. I like the way you said that.
Nah, words are a wonderful thing.
We've gotten to that point. Yeah. But honestly, it's weird to think how like throughout the entirety of like history, the U.S. hasn't really been attacked or bombed. It's
Yeah,
just
like
a weird
really,
thing.
the only thing close to that was like,
Civil War.
yeah, and also like an airplane crashing in the Trade Center.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, but that was only like 2,000 lives. Like, that's not really even bad.
That's a lot of lives, dude.
Well, I mean, in the grand scheme of war, like any bombing of a city will like wipe that off. Like what we did to Germany and what we did to the Middle East afterwards. Like,
Oh yeah, that's like
It's far
we've
worse.
experienced nothing compared to what we've done to those places.
yeah. And
This is
honestly, like we really were kind of babies about it. Like I feel like other countries, like Afghanistan, were like, "Yo, so 2 towers blown up, and you guys are all crying about that, and you like remembered it." Like, dude, literally a city gets blown up once a week here.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
They do nothing.
Or in Africa, how like literally just be like up 400 people blew up today because like a truck crashed and they all went to steal gas and then it caught on fire.
Dude, imagine being part of a tribe.
Dude, that'd be epic.
fucking lit.
I know.
Well, I feel like the tribe stuff is kind of like a little outdated, especially like with modern weapons, because like, okay, instead of doing tribal skirmishes, we're just gonna genocide each other, literally. Like 20 million people, we're gonna use hunger as a weapon. Like, just fight the UN guys trying to give us food, just to starve out the other tribe. Like that's basically Africa in the 90s.
Just imagine. Okay, we've got a tribe of 50. We 3 are the leaders. We can do whatever the fuck we want. We've got ample food just laying around. We know how to like crop and shit.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. No, I don't know who I'd be offending.
Yeah, you're not offending anybody.
Yeah, we're fighting more
No
crazy.
offense to you, tribal.
Yeah.
No.
Well, if anything, we're like complimenting them.
Yeah.
Yo, I'd be growing fucking yams, freaking spearing mammoths. Not obviously not nowadays, but like back in the day.
Or like some anarchy tribe, like that'd be pretty cool.
That's right.
Andy's back.
What?
How was Mima's birthday?
Oh.
Oh, you
It
guys
was
are.
good. It was a short party.
So.
Wait, did you drive all the way there to forget that?
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. So now she's
back.
What was the address again that she kept saying?
5129 Westlake.
You better get back to 5129 Westlake then.
Bro, you
That is
just
what Jackson.
Dude. Asked her for a slice of cake.
Adios.
Yeah, adios, man.
So,
Yeah, so Jackson Vanson came back temporarily.
good
That's all
timing.
good.
Okay.
Hans is getting so chaotic. It's great. I love it.
You're
See,
Unraw. I mean, unraw, raw, uncut. That's right.
Real unnatural, that raw uncut.
Yeah.
unprocessed.
That better be the name of this episode, Raw and Uncut. I better see that. I love seeing
Yeah.
notifications and seeing like the episode and the name that I didn't know was going to be there pop up, like legend status. What was the newest? What was the most recent one?
I think
Wasn't it legend status?
it
No.
was
was
like the fast one, I think.
Oh yeah, short and serious. That
Oh yeah,
was
show 'em serious.
Yeah, and this time it's like long and very unserious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
That
Fast
could be a
and
nickname
Furious,
for
short and unserious.
God,
Dude,
Yeah.
wait, Fast and Unfurious.
slow and
Fast
unfurious.
and well tempered.
Medium speed.
At a nice medium pace.
Yeah.
Stroke it in and out, at a medium. Have you heard that song?
That's how I say it, bro.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
At a medium base, dude. What the fuck? That was good.
Now make that for pizza delivery man and wash me whack off.
I gotta listen to that
Yeah,
again.
that's some Jeffrey Epstein shit right there.
Wait, what's the song called?
Medium piss.
By who?
Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be Adam Sandler.
See, honestly, when like celebrities make their own music, like Jack Black's songs are pretty fire.
Dude, Adam Sandler's The Amazing Willy Wanker and the retard rap.
Wait,
Fucking fire. Dude, he has a song called The Amazing Willy Wanker. You just have to listen
Wasn't
to
it from a movie or something?
I don't know, dude. I have
He
no
just
idea.
makes out his own. He just
The
like Willy Wanker.
Amazing Willy Wanker. Dude, he's actually lit. And then he has the retard rap, which is my favorite. And then he's got fucking, he's got the one by the movie The Wedding Singer, where it's like,
Oh yeah.
he's like, it was like about a girl who broke his heart. He's like, he's like, I cannot believe what you have done to me. Shit, but it was all bullshit. He just starts screaming, and he's like, I want to fucking die. He just starts screaming really loud. But,
Damn.
dude, it's so good.
Yo, Adam Sandler is an underrated motherfucker.
Dude, he's got to be one of the all-time greats. Like,
Yeah, he's up there with Seth Rogen, I'd say.
You know, the thing that takes it all away from me when it comes to Adam Sandler, he plays pickup games of basketball, like with really good people.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He's
like
good at it.
yeah, dude. I'll try and look up some highlights, but man, like
Wow.
he'll just be he's like
Well,
this
I
5'8" white
feel
dude
like-
with baggy jeans and all that.
Yeah.
I feel like every white guy has, or not, no, just every celebrity in general has like some secret talent. Like
Yeah.
Tom Hanks does his own stunts for it, for movies.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of
Wait,
people
Tom
know.
Cruise.
Or Tom Cruise, yeah, not Tom Hanks. And then who else?
I mean, a lot of them can sing.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I would consider that. Like Taron Egerton, the dude that played
Oh, yeah, he was in the movie Sing. It was the movie,
Yeah.
the animated. Yeah, he played one of the apes, and like he'd be singing his part in there, and yeah, it was
And
really.
even in like shows, like the cast of Always Sunny in Philadelphia actually sang in that one episode where they
Oh, I
do a
remember
musical.
yeah.
Does Danny DeVito like sing well?
Yeah, he's the troll toll. You have to pay the
Yeah.
troll toll to get into this boy's hole.
God.
Always
Good
Sunny's so
episode.
underrated.
Yeah, like I would say out of all like the raunchy comedies, like that one takes the cake. Cause like nothing's off limit with that one. Like radical Islamic terrorism threatening like a guy because he's from Israel, like they do that,
God,
and like they just make it as politically correct as possible.
they really do, and I
Like
I envy them for that.
yeah, like damn, did they just say that? And like they're not like a major mainstream show, so it's not like they're having major blowback from that.
And the thing is,
But I
they're-
guess like what they could go for is like you're not supposed to be rooting for the main character. Like everybody
Oh,
there,
no.
it's just a terrible person. Like that's a complete American trash, like bum person in general.
Yeah, and I saw lately they were renewed for another season.
Oh, that's great.
So they've been like 16 seasons or something like
Yeah.
that. Of
They've been going for it. 'Cause I know they took a break because like Kaylin Olsen had to go on the other show, and I know they're on a couple other stuff. 'Cause like Charlie Day was actually that one main bad guy from Pacific Rim 2.
Really?
Yeah, like it's hard to picture him as like.
Pacific. Well, those are monsters they're fighting though.
Well, he was like the scientist that fell in love with the monster for some reason. 'Cause
Oh.
the second one got all weird and shit.
oh god,
And he was in
yeah.
Horrible Bosses. Have you seen that? You seen Horrible Bosses?
Yeah,
It's a good movie.
Horrible Bosses is that's the one with Bateman, right?
It's got Jason Bateman, Jason Sudeikis, and fucking Charlie Day, and it's got Jennifer Aniston and all that shit.
Oh yeah, isn't Jennifer Aniston like kind of on their side?
Yeah, in the second movie she is. The
Oh,
first
yeah.
movie, dude, it's actually funny because my favorite part was Jason Sudeikis, his boss died, who was his old man, so his son is the one that he ends up hating who comes in, and he's this fat dude who's bald, and he's like, my favorite part is that there's a guy in a wheelchair at their work, and there's like a pregnant lady, he's like, listen, I want you to fire Professor Xavier over there, riding around in his little special chair. It fucking creeps me out. he's crippled. He's like, I don't care. It fucking creeps me out. He's like, now fire the fat lady. He's like, she's 8 months pregnant. He's like, you fire the fat lady, or he's like, you either fire one of them or I fire them both. I don't know. He just says a bunch of shit.
Damn.
And then like, I don't know. He's so
Does
funny.
sound like a terrible boss.
Dude, no, but it's so funny though.
Imagine being like having that decision, like
Having
either
to fire
having
two people.
yeah, it's either you have to fire one or both.
I'd do it. Man, it's
Would you
not,
just fire both of them,
no.
or just pick one?
They would at least somewhat understand. Like you'd have to go through the like
Yeah.
personal turmoil, but
See,
if I'd have to fire one of you two, I'd fire one of you two instead of firing
yeah,
both.
okay, that makes sense. I would just flip a coin right in front of them, like coin's fault, not my fault.
Exactly.
I'm saving one of you, so
I would probably fire the crippled dude because he can get it because like he doesn't have anybody to
oh,
provide.
he
for
could
it.
get some like bank with that unemployment shit.
Dude, he could literally sit there and be like, "Give me money, bitch. I'm crippled." Like,
Also,
Yeah.
I
that's
feel
all
like
the time.
benefits for being crippled in general.
It's gotta be
Dude, honestly, being crippled could be a great career.
great career.
I'm a professional cripple.
Yeah.
I'm pursuing the career
That's
of
like
crippleness.
$3K from the government a month, like
Professional
1K
cripple
from
league.
this one charity.
Dude, $3K a month.
From the government and unemployment, plus like benefits.
Dude, that's
Probably.
fucking rich. $3K a month for 12 months.
I got 3K in a summer.
Damn.
Dude, wait.
Yeah.
Oh no, I paid for 300K. I'm fucking retarded.
300K, dude.
I was like 300K a month, and I was like, oh shit.
But
dude.
that's still $36,000 a year. Like that's
That's what like
minimum
teachers
wage.
are making.
Why did I say that was fucking rich? I feel like a moron. 3K a month, dude.
Like
No.
okay, it's probably like I don't know, 1K a month maybe.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
feel like in some places it's like 3K. And like
Okay.
I feel like if you played the crippled game right, you could get 3K.
we talk about life as if we get like we just found the antidote for life.
Yeah.
Just be
Yeah,
crippled.
just break both your legs. Just literally fall down the stairs. Plus, I mean, I guess you could go to like places like, oh, if I can't get up there with my wheelchair, I'm gonna sue you, and you can make money off of suing people.
Yeah.
And you could be like an activist. You could get like a social media following,
That's I'm just kidding.
or it could be like that one. This is one YouTube channel where there's like this Scooter Mary person who goes around yelling at people for being rude. She's just the most abrasive person ever. She's like,
Fuck those
did you walk in front of me? I'm crippled. I'm gonna make a video and expose you.
Oh my god.
I'd never want to be like. Okay, first off, I'd never want to lose like any sort of feeling in either of my legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, I watched this one. You know, Amaretto.
No.
It's this YouTube channel that does like they show they show short movies, and one of them was about this basketball star that like lost feeling in both of his legs, and like I couldn't be able to go through. It's like I feel a certain attachment to these because I run.
But wait, was he still like having the legs, or did they get chopped off?
Well, that was the thing. He had to decide whether to chop off the legs or no, he had to come to terms with being in a wheelchair. He had both the legs. But, like, I don't know. I could never be in a wheelchair for all my life.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a friend who does, but, like, and they're doing fine. But I just feel just that more attached to.
At this moment. Well, I feel like in 10 years, maybe it wouldn't be as so bad. Cause you get some, like, nifty robot legs with, like, springs in them and shit, so you can, like, run really fast.
Even
like-
at that.
Well, see, I guess my notion for saying this is, like, when I went to, I guess, Oregon or Seattle, we had like all the big tech companies and shit. Like we're just walking around the park and we see some like guy with these like springy like centaur like legs, just like running around there, and he had like they were just robot legs, and he was going like as fast as I could go,
Yeah.
and like he was just pounding on them, like he was doing pretty well with them. Like honestly, I would not be like I feel like I would take that option. Like I could engineer
No, I would
better
take that
things.
option. It's just I would prefer having these.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, like, that kind of comes down to would I rather be myself or Oscar Pistorius without the trial? And like I'd rather have these bad boys.
Oh, yeah.
Have these-
Oh. Salmon.
Like between having legs and no legs, like that's an obvious choice.
Yeah. Like being able to hear this.
Some
on-
fucking asparagus on the side.
Well, I mean, you could probably still do that if you had like silly legs. They'd just be weird and shit.
Oh, that's for rich people, man. I'll probably be poor for the first 10 years of my like adult life, and I'll just if that happens, man, I'd be outie. I don't know.
God, I don't know
Yeah,
why.
guy, bro.
That reminds me of Food Battle from Smosh, and Anthony's in a wheelchair, and he's like, I'm gonna win Food Battle, so he pushes him in the pool. Because he's crippled, he pushes him in the pool, and then Anthony comes out of the pool and like kills him. He's like, "How'd you survive?" He's like, "By holding my breath." And I'm like, I don't know, like I was just because he's in a wheelchair. He's like, because I love how when winning Food Battle, one of them has to die. Either one of them dies or gets fucked up. Like I don't know. So he just takes the wheelchair and he's like, "Ha! Now I won Food Battle." He's sitting there in
Dude,
the
that's
pool.
from the good days of Smosh.
Oh,
Man,
dude.
Dude, they went
Smosh
so
is so
downhill when they got like corporatized and
Became a
shit.
company. Then Anthony's like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out of here." Then you barely see Ian in the videos.
Yeah.
You barely see him.
Like it's just their like perfectly field tested, like most diverse group.
It is.
Like
Isn't it like this good-looking white guy, a pretty girl, and
like a gay black guy.
I think
and
it
then,
is, yeah.
Well, there's like two white guys. There's an Asian guy.
there's the Asian guy, dude.
Yeah, and then there's like an Asian girl also.
I don't even know that. I haven't watched him.
Dude, yeah, because, like, I don't know,
They
dude. I
lost
think
it.
Anthony's just, I think Ian's just doing it for the money at this point. Like,
Yeah.
they make a lot of money, so obviously.
Have you seen what Anthony's doing lately?
He has his own, like, personal
own
channel.
channel?
Yeah. He's had that for, like, even while they were doing Smosh, like, while he was in there.
He just
But,
made it main thing now.
oh, he made it,
Yeah.
yeah, it's the main thing, yeah.
But like I've also there's these things like I don't know what channel it is, but there's this thing called Nick Rewind where they bring back like stars from really like old Nickelodeon shows, like James Maslow from what's it called, Big Time Rush,
Oh, yeah.
and he'll like interview them.
Huh.
That's cool. Anthony Padilla, and plus I think he's still doing sketches, which is awesome.
Yeah, man, it's just so sad. It's like 2010. I remember when those videos were coming out. I was
Like
like,
honestly, the stuff in the beginning seasons, like that's when it's at its peak. Like I would say the earlier seasons, the Trailer Park Boys was some of the best ones, just with like the shitty sound quality
yeah.
and like just kind of being derpy in a way. Like it's what makes it what it is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's a bit of a sidebar to before, but man, my introduction to Smosh was you know those Pokemon ones, like Pokemon Real Life?
Pokemon Real Life, yeah,
That
same
was-
here.
Those were the freaking best.
When he's sitting there and he's like, the guy, there's the trainers who sit there and just wait for you, and he's like looking at him and he's poking him, and then he walks in front. He's like, "Hey, you want to battle?" He's like, "What the hell is this?" Then after he beats him, he fucking looks and he sees like 8 more trainers line up, and he's like, "Fuck!" And the video just cuts out. Oh my god.
And then, doesn't he like abuse Pikachu at some point?
I don't, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, use Thunderbolt. What? Or something. I don't
What?
know.
Oh my god, fucking. What was the other one too? It was fucking
Well, didn't like Pokemon like claim their first video or something because it was just them singing that song.
Oh yeah, they copyrighted their, and then they made a remake with their own lyrics talking about how they got copyrighted.
Yeah.
And they were like, he was like, in 2005 when YouTube had just begun. Like then it shows like fucking. Dude, they had some
Like
good music.
honestly, from Nintendo's perspective, like that's kind of stupid thing to do because like they're just advertising for Pokemon. Like they're not making money off of that. Like they're not stealing your money.
Dude, Nintendo's they're sharks with that. Like they'd copyright strike a lot of people.
Yeah. Plus, like I guess I heard with the community, like even the ripoff games, instead of like incorporating them, like they're just like, nope, we're gonna copyright that because you're using our IP.
Yeah.
God.
And like they're just eating their own fan base just because like they don't like it.
Have you guys seen? It's the Mario racing cartoon thing. It was like Mario raging.
Racist Mario.
Racist
Racist
Mario.
Mario.
Yeah.
Dude, that's why I bought God of War. That's how I heard of it. Because he's like, oh shit, it's Kratos. Fuck you, Kratos. Dude, that's fucking weird.
Was it like 16 years?
16
fucking
years of jumping barrels. 16 fucking years! And he gets the banana.
Shoves it up his ass.
Dude, my
through
favorite-
his stomach.
Dude, my favorite, he rolls up to Sonic. He's like, so Sonic, you like to go fast, eh? He puts his head on the fucking thing. He's like, "Bring."
Speed boost.
Yeah, dude. And then
then
freaking Luigi's like, oh fuck. He's like, Luigi, coming for you, nigga. And he's a freaking bullet bill. And he's like, you ever seen Racist Mario?
I saw that.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, wait, what did he do to Peach? Didn't he do something?
I think they like abused her before.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Shit on her,
like he's gonna hit me again.
And then they were both naked
No,
on
not
Kratos.
again.
Yeah, he's like, oh, why does he take racing so seriously? She's like, he takes everything so seriously.
Yeah.
It's just fucked up.
No, but the part that kind of relates back to the movie. Remember, who was it? It was like one of them got off the cart, and then the Pokemon dude was like,
Oh,
and then he starts to rub his
yeah, because he fucking and dude, it was and then remember freaking Anakin Skywalker's riding the Potters. He's like, "Oh, let me some Potters," and he gets the fireball. He shoots at him. He's like, he gets lit up with the fireball. He crashes. He's like, and then Darth Sidious comes and he unzips his fly. He's like, oh shit! And then, no, it was fucking it was Sonic. He gets killed, and then all you hear is the Pokemon. It goes. Like you hear a little fart when it hits him, and he's like, "Now I can make it a slave and make it do whatever I want." And he starts to take it out of his.
Yeah, you're right.
Make it do whatever I want. God, it's fucked.
Damn.
Dude, that's probably the best content about. Just good old cartoon shit.
Best cinematic experience I've ever seen.
5 minutes of pure fuckery.
Yeah.
It's like those Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared videos. Remember when those came out?
Oh wait, were those the really messed up ones?
Yeah, there's the ones with the puppets and shit.
I never really watched those. I didn't know what those were about.
I didn't watch them, but I saw a video that like explored the lore of them.
Yeah.
It's freaking dark. I never want to watch one of those.
Oh, I
things.
guess that's the type of stuff that I'm into that maybe people wouldn't know. I'm into really dark shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like there's
Films?
like films, like, huh? What'd you say?
Oh no, I was just making a joke about like the illegal stuff that you find in the deep web.
Oh, okay. I mean, dude, even that stuff, I wouldn't actually go up and look at it, but I'm interested. I look at like stories, like not really so much murder stories. Well, I guess they kind of are, but it's like really dark, fucked up shit that happened. Or like, there's a whole fucking channel I follow called Horror Stories that has a bunch of like fucked up shit on it. But yeah, I don't know.
So like, because I follow another channel that kind of reviews like really horrifying stories. So it was like, have you ever heard of There's Something Wrong with Kevin?
Okay, can you explain it to me?
Yeah, no.
Never mind. A Serbian film?
Nah.
Oh, that one you gotta check out.
Serbian film?
Yeah, it's like it's about this one dude who's in the porn industry, and he's like down on his luck, and then this Serbian dude calls him, and like he has to go through this like gauntlet of really creepy sexual stuff, and then at the climax of it, it's like he has to have sex with his son and daughter, but then they escape. Like you'd think they escape, and then like there's an epilogue scene where it's like they're all three in a family. They're all three like blank staring into the camera.
Yeah.
Like they're all in a bed together, and you assume they got out alive, and then it just cuts to these two Serbian dudes, and one of them takes down his fly.
Oh shit, dude.
That's
That's weird.
Yeah, dude.
It's kind of funny, but kind of like really disturbing.
Okay, I don't think I want to watch that now.
No, yeah. I guess a good example, more like, how do you say it? Mainstream one is the I Feel Fantastic video, where it's like it's the freaking mannequin dressed up and it's like singing that song. Like you ever seen that?
Terrifying.
It's fucking scary, dude. It's kind of mainstream. I'm surprised like you haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
It's like the I Feel Fantastic.
See, if it's mainstream, I just don't watch it. I just ignore it.
Yeah, it's not like up in your face like growing up mainstream, but it's like out of all the creepy shit out there, like that one's more well known. But it's creepy because a lot of people are like, oh, it's like rumored that it's like a serial killer who like dressed up like a mannequin in its victim's clothes. Because like there's a shot during that video where it shows his backyard, and it shows a spot where a bunch of leaves are piled up, so people think that's where he like buried like his victims.
Yeah.
So like is that what you consider lore? Like the background
like
shit.
lore behind it?
Yeah, so the lore behind
Lore
shit like
behind
that.
Ranch.
Yeah.
Dude,
So the lore behind that shit interests me a lot.
dude, I don't think I could ever watch. I don't think I could ever watch like super creepy stuff. Like I can watch a review on it and be fine. Like I can think of the concept of something.
Well,
and be
I
fine.
feel like watching it's different.
Yeah,
Like playing
you're
horror
brainy.
games, maybe.
I can't even do that, dude.
I suck at
Outlast.
horror. Yeah, I suck at like fucking.
Like what's the one?
Well, they're pretty easy to play. Like you just gotta run around them. You just have to like be fearless with it.
Exactly. No, that's what I struggle with. Like Slenderman, I could not play that.
Just
in my
gotta
life.
sprint in there and just be like, "Sup, bitch."
Oh.
Or like, oh, they made a Slender Man movie, not like the mainstream Hollywood one. They actually made one on YouTube, and it was like it's like an hour and 15 minutes, so it's not that long. But it's one of those film footage movies.
Found footage.
Yeah, found footage. Yeah, film footage. Found footage. It's like I don't know. It's not really so much fucked up, but the concept behind it was cool. I don't know. I love looking at so much. Like a lot of people look at the stuff I look at, and they're like, dude, that's fucked up. Like you watch that or listen to that, but it's like, dude, it's like I said before. Like I'm a horror fan. I need that next high. I need that shit that tops the other shit. Sounds fucked up, but that's just
And
how
that's
it
how
works.
Matt got into serial killing.
weird. I need to actually try it out for myself. You know what I mean? See what it feels like.
Yo, it's like that episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, how how the guy tricked them into thinking they were eating human meat, so like going around trying to find actual dead bodies.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
remember that
we need
one.
our fix.
Jeez, dude.
They're like abducting homeless people, like trying to eat them.
Just imagine that. America's Next Top Serial Killer. Like a TV show where you gotta like try out to be a serial killer.
Oh god.
And they're like, you know what? This guy's a little out of the box. You know, he's a little quiet, but I think with the right subject, he can make a great serial
Getting
killer.
interviewed. It's got to be either Joe Rogan or some Australian dude that does it. I'm not gonna have anybody.
What's that? Good reality TV show.
Look right here. Look here, guys. Okay, look here. Look at this guy. I freaking love this guy. Jamie, pull up his footage right now. Show me this guy.
Yeah. Or fucking Gordon Ramsay out there like, the knife isn't even all the way in. What the hell is it? Yeah.
Just make it Gordon Ramsay.
Dude, I'd fucking do that.
Or have like it could be like Gordon Ramsay's the host, like the guy from Total Drama Island.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, guys. For your next challenge, you're gonna kill a duck or something like
A
that.
duck.
Not cool.
But if it's Total Drama Island, it's got to have that black chef, like Terry Crews or something.
Yeah, those two.
Or like schnitzel or something like that.
Schnitzel, bro. Rada.
Damn. Schnitzel.
Like, okay, he has murdered the woman. Good form. Okay, now he is taking off her socks. What is he doing with her feet?
Oh.
Okay, we are cutting. Yep, that has been enough. Thank you for watching America's Next Top Serial Killer. We're gonna call the police. This is some really disturbing stuff.
Yeah.
It's not the killing. It's not the killing that turns the producers off.
It's
It's what happens after.
Mhm. Yeah, and then like that's what separates like the normal serial killers from the weirdos, because you got like people that start eating the body, and you got like I don't know, the necrophiliacs maybe. I don't know. It's
Why
weird.
is this funny? talking about people.
I
Trying
don't know.
not to
You're the
kill
one
people.
laughing. I'm not laughing.
I am the one laughing.
Yeah, why are you
guys
laughing?
are
You're
normal
smiling.
people.
You're enjoying it.
You're smiling. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm laughing.
Dude, that's something that like that's got to be another like that's got to be a skit someone makes. Just America's Next Top Link. Like replace Gordon Ramsay with chefs with like.
See, it could be like Smosh's Everything Everyone, but it's just America's Next Top. That.
Oh yeah.
America's Next Top like freaking. I can't know.
Yeah. America's Next Top Homeless Person. They're playing the homeless game well.
Dude, fucking.
See, you gotta beg outside the rich people. You gotta beg outside the Starbucks to get like the nice liberal girls to give you their dad's money.
Dude, now that you said Smosh again, I was thinking of I'm addicted to Honey Boo Boo. And dude, fucking
My
Ian's
strange
mom.
bitch.
Dude, Ian's mom is literally the funniest shit. She's in there. He's like, yeah, this is my go-go juice. This got some peanut butter, some Xanax. I don't know. He said a bunch of shit. And then it cuts to the mom, and she's just like, fuck my life. The way they bleep out the F words is so funny.
I think that's his actual mom too.
Oh god, I don't know. That'd be funny.
That's a cool mom right there if that is.
And then it was the what the fuck I'm old, and like Ian, he like drinks this shit. He's like, oh, it looks like someone's punching my uterus. It looks like a midget's punching in my uterus. So now I always say that when my stomach hurts. But like, he woke up the next day and he says, old motherfucker. So he goes to the freaking bar. No, he went to the bar before, and he's got a full beer. He walks up and the dude's sitting there, and he's all like, I don't think you heard me. Because he's like, we don't let children come in. He's like, I'm 20 years old. He gets a banana and he hits him with it. He's like, take that, bitch. So he comes back and he's old, and then he gets the banana and hits him. And then they go in the bar. I don't know, a bunch of shit happened. It was fun.
Just got confused.
Yeah, there's so many.
Alright, I think with that confusion, I think it's about time.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Let's
Thank
hear
you
it.
for the episode.
Yeah, we got 6 minutes to replace the stuff we cut, so.
All right, thank you all for listening, and try and get through this episode. Thank you for
Yeah.
enjoying this and all that.
There we go.